6 weekend league, you know. Everyone likes to donate to Codex Command, which has been a bit of a controversy recently. So you know what's a better option? Hashtag Sim4R6 weekend league, ladies and gentlemen. We're accepting all donations from now on. So it's going to be a massive, massive Patreon boost with some tier 3 premium Snapchats available for only 10 grand a month. It's an absolute banging deal, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute banging deal. Now, Monty off the cuff. That's a pretty unfortunate ban for me being a Monty main. Pengu, you know, Pengu is my senpai. I mean, and I know Solts is a Pengu fanboy, so he must be quite angry about that Monty ban. When we knew that Monty and Pengu really can't be separated too well. Now Thatcher ban, we see that far too often with today's meta. Is quite annoying, honestly.
Well, I think a Thatcher ban isn't actually a bad idea because if a Thatcher, like, you have to ban it trick, like, or can you K trick? Is K tricking even still a thing? Like, it's just
yeah, you can, and like, but Thatcher still countered it, so.
Yeah, Mirror, yeah, because Mirror is kind of OP on this map, like, because obviously.
I mean, I haven't been following the competitive scene for a good 2 months recently, so I'll be a bit rusty on things. Hopefully, my casting isn't as bad though. Now, Goyo, I mean, from what I remember, he was an absolute terror on the battlefield, so seeing him gone is quite a relief for a lot of players.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Goyo's a good pick, obviously, because, you know, like, it used to be with 3 shields, that you put 1 shield each on the door. You put 1 in split, like, for Armory, 1 split, and 1 dragon, which meant that 10 seconds left, you blow both all the gold shields, and you basically win, because they die before they can even get to the site.
The Cali pick, is that meta now?
Well, I mean, with Thatcher off the board, it's kind of, you could ask cool required here, as they can, it just allow...
I mean, from what I've heard, Bullard was quite a fan of Cali, at least from what I've last heard, which was about a month ago. So I don't think much has changed. It looks like who's he? Token from Zoo. God, I don't know who the team name is. Like,
It's Zoorig eSports, and I'm not with the boys.
And I'm right.
Yeah.
Well, Kid A playing his traditional hardcore role.
I mean, the lineup from the defenders is very kind of bog standard. Nothing out of the ordinary. The Jaeger Ramai, worth noting that obviously. That's kind of because they're gonna, with the grenades you have on Zoorig, they're gonna maybe if the Cali does not go well, they're gonna look to grenade over to see if they can get the bandits or the mutes. So there might gonna be extra reinforcement of trying to deny their opportunities.
Reinforcing the 20-second man. I mean, it's not fun, but it works, and it works very well. And an armory throne defense, which from what I remember is actually pretty unusual. Usually teams start off as fun. Although, to be fair,
attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Now, it looks like if you could zoom out a bit, if you could go into the overhead view, completely zoom out actually, so we can see the whole map. Oh, never mind. It looks like a full east clear, which, I mean, doing a split clear is almost impossible on this map. Now, Salty Toes, Randall, or as we like to call him, Randall, playing off of those punch holes. I mean, kind of odd to not see bullet holes, especially today, as, you know,
well, you can actually get...
The Metros, I like to call it, has evolved quite a lot. How we're getting a very nice angle, threading the wire through the deep head, or Needle Eye, I believe it is. Is it Needle Eye? Thread Eye? Thread through the Needle Eye? I don't know how the saying goes. Now, Pab, absolutely paranoid, but it looks like Salty has abandoned his position. Now, Pab looks like playing alone wolf without any trade or any kind of support.
You missed that, Joran.
But Randall, we are disappointed, my friend. He's playing visually, absolutely unacceptable. Now, Pab holding the angle patiently, but it looks like Salty Toes are going to fall for that trap, put into the claws of Sledge. Now it looks like the most of the east side of the map has been cleared without a very, very heavy 1 minute, almost 1.5 minutes actually, already off the board for the attackers. I guess they might be like Vitality, just taking it slow for the first, you know, first 90% sorry of the game, and then just pounding it in the last 20 seconds. So I mean, I don't know how Zoorig plays yet, so this is interesting to see like actually what they do. Our Token going solo again. Doesn't look like he has any teammates nearby running around like a true Ash main. Now the question is, does he have a brain? Now drone, using his drone, which is pretty rare for an Ash, admittedly, but a pretty rather heavy hold on this side. We are seeing Mew playing off the yellow stairs. So I'm actually not sure where he's playing.
Attackers have located a bomb.
It looks like Token is punished very heavily for that. Sorry, shows a very nice switch. It's pretty hard to get back into passing this. Too much last that one. Within. God damn, I can't speak. But it looks like all the defense have now returned to site with. Oh no, never mind. Mitchell still on the road. A desolate tree in a barren land. Just looking, waiting to get a nice peek into any unsuspecting attackers. Will Thermite fall for it? Yes, he will. Mitchell getting the first pick and running away. No, full burst this 3 situation. This massive Thermite off the board. It looks like the only hard breacher. And Jack was trying to run into sight for no. Sorito is getting the pick off. I believe a 3k now. Or a 2k for this man. No. HB trying to get a pick. She's getting stuck in the doorway and a very decisive win for Arnold.
Oh, they need a rehost.
Oh wow. That's kind of unfortunate. This weekend.
No, we're still live. It's not like we didn't get offline, so you have to restart your intro. Don't worry about that. But oh, actually, someone's hosting us. Oh, thank you very much for the host.
Oh, that's lovely. That's rare.
We do appreciate that.
Now looks like a very similar lineup to last round with the Jackal once more in play. I mean, hopefully Jackal will be. Oh no, sorry, the Jackal instead of who was it actually?
We saw the Jackal last time, but it's worth noting that. So we had a rehost, by the way, guys, and now it's So you probably saw actually INWTB wasn't 1-0 up on Armory, which is obviously you'd expect that as it's such a defender-sided site.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
But
now hopefully this round we'll see the Jackal. It's a good use because last round the defenders were really ticked with an eye trying to get back. And I believe it was Thermo was definitely the most devastating pick of the two. I mean, Mitchell got the pick before
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
The boys were very happy about that one. Now looks like it's like confusion with who's reinforcing what with the initiation touchdown. That looks like Dog just bouncing from the barbed wire.
10 seconds left before.
Question on the barricade. We're so close to the barricade while the that one things with melee. It doesn't really give you that much
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Breaks usually
right, yeah.
Within 30 seconds, so the attackers will push in.
As we get into this round, we're going to see again. So this time they're going to go. They're going to be holding a cash hold of initiation, and they're going to be actually just we're rotated to daycare. But again, it looks like last time, the attackers are all going to go up the east side and do a cash push, which we saw last time. And it's fortunate that the Romans didn't actually do anything. They jumped off straight away as soon as they had a bit of pressure already pressuring them. A bit of English there. But we saw this hold last time where Adept actually put it. Last time he had a shield. So maybe it lapsed communication from, or maybe it's a different strat they tried last time, but it's worth noting that he had a bit of a shield to cover him, while this time, obviously he can't really hide behind anyone. So he may spot the Cali. The Cali is just going to narrowly miss the shot.
Matrixing around the bullet, Cali.
So yeah, Cali going to be unfortunate there.
Skin of his teeth. I mean, Cali will not be happy about that one.
She's just going to hold it. You know, if she can get it down on this dock, that'd be huge. So she's going to make sure to see if she can get, maybe as it gets a bit aggressive, as that is kind of his job at this angle, is to get very aggressive and try and stop them from getting into cash. Oh, he's going to actually touch the ash, but the tap, Adept hitting the shot onto the Cali. What went wrong? Slife versus ACOG.
The MP5, the ACOG of the dog, singing the sweet lullaby and singing Cali to sleep. I'm choking a bit on my own spit or my own saliva here, which is kind of unfortunate, but god damn, what a shot from Adept.
As we see Ash push up, she's gonna looks like actually gonna do a control push this time. With only the castle and Beto, so the castle and the dog initiation last. They do have the rotate though into daycare. So they have a bit of spare options, but as they see, they're gonna smoke up the door. It's actually not gonna be fully smoked off, which means it's not really gonna be. Actually, no, sorry. I could say it was actually a very good smoke as they can now open initiation wall. So we're going to see Salty Toast here, now stuck behind. It's actually just going to get prone, but a nice kill there from the Valkyrie. Oh, a long angle there onto the Jacob. Then they get traded off very quickly by the Ash. And then, people hitting
things that really matter. My boy, you are really hitting shots. I mean, the aim does have really are
Attackers
looking
have
down
recovered
upon
their
Omna with
diffuser.
boys today. Some very impressive shots being hit left, right, and center. I'm sure Salt is really proud of that one.
So, again, a second one! He is just going
Oh my good, nice.
off
All
to
popping
the-
off.
And now it's Ash in the
Riding truck through the
1v4.
crowd. God damn, Ash. Again, as you said, in the
15 seconds left.
Just looking for the angles, looking for the
Just
shots.
gonna see the smoke, get a nice
10
kill there.
seconds left.
Again, unfortunately, making the mistake peeking, and Ash punished him for that with a very, very narrow shot. But does she know? So the face behind the back, and unfortunately gets shot down with the Valkyrie lurking behind. God damn, what a round.
Some very nice shots there.
Yeah, the shot. I mean, as I said, the Angles are really looking down upon them today.
By the way, pal, we do 1 round each, just saying.
Do
We switch
Alright.
rounds alternately.
That's fine. Okay, well, you do your round now.
No, it's all yours. I did the second round.
Okay. Well, I mean, I stole some good moments from you.
That's what I'm saying, don't worry, that's fine.
Right, so this is my round to cast. I mean, to be fair, the pre-round and post-round, there's not really much to say. So, you know, keep the dialogue flowing. But it looks like a sick pick to Maverick from Zofia. Questionable decision as Bandit is indeed in play. So you do have to shoot the batteries,
And
which, I mean, depends on which kind of Maverick trick you do. Sometimes it's harder to do. But
They're going lab, by the way. They're not going to go to daycare.
oh, that's an interesting sight, actually. I've never
Attackers
seen
need
that.
to
being
locate
in-
and
I have actually, I've seen this in Pro League a couple of times, but I haven't really seen it in anything but Pro League. It seems like you need a lot of extensions. Like I need to hold a throne room to, yeah. Just the throne, yeah. It looks like you need to have a lot of map control to pull this one off. But then again, it is worth noting that you can only get vertical onto lab. And okay, maybe a bit as well onto, yeah, okay, you can get vertical, I apologise, but not under the back of the bomb site. And apart from that, there's only really 3 ways, isn't it? Obviously the window's kind of suicide if you jump in there. But actually quite a fortified site.
5 seconds to go. Attackers objective is to locate the bomb and defuse it.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it
right.
looks like
Yeah.
nothing going on. A bit of a split push this round, so I mean, to be fair, I'd imagine that as a professional decision, I still think it's quite a large map, so splitting the attack was very, very thin, almost like a pancake, isn't usually the best decision. Although, to be fair, the meta might have changed since I last played. I might have joined myself into the initiation. It looks like no contest for that room, but Salt, yeah, so indeed at the room. I mean, Salt has really been hitting some nice shots, so I do want to see that, but it looks like he just dropped down and top floor, I believe, is completely uncontested. Reloading! Now, Ash takes some damage there from the vertical. It's not that much though, so she won't be punished for her peak, but I mean, everything's looking pretty calm. It was calm before the storm. Mitchell dropped from this position, getting pressured, so it looks like a very SSG style roam. I mean, this is giving me some PTSD, I must say. The
Attackers have
SSG
located
roam
a bomb.
was not fun to play against. And the SSG style of roaming in general, which you just fall back without dying, is really quite the menace from what I remember. So it's probably giving some PTSD to Zoorig as well, having to attack against this. But it's still calm around, and I mean the attackers have almost full top full control. Full top full control and quite a lot of east side control as well. Jackal slowly peeking on 90, unfortunately not being able to find anything. But a dev right behind him with a C4 in hand, will he be able to get the pick? And unfortunately, the boomer handle, the boomer reaction times here on the man, unfortunately did not allow him to get knights there, so not getting the pick very early and breaking to Tolkien. Now, I'm honestly baffled as to what's going on right now. I mean,
So they're pushing the Jackal in front of him. As the Jackal peaks.
Jack will be able to get the peek on Salty Toes with Salty with a little playing around with his cross center. Jack will being very, very careful here. I mean, it's like the trenches of 1914. Nothing is happening, an absolute stalemate. Now Salty starts pushing up, starts moving, and Benet doesn't find any picks, but Jackal picking him off for his absolute lack of awareness. That was a mistake by Salt there. He could have held that position pretty comfortably for at least another 30 seconds. Almost netted him the win, actually. with the unfortunately gets shot down. Kid getting a very nice to half there now. A 2 vs 3 situation. Mitchell Kid, but Kid getting a double kill. Smoke really being played well.
5 seconds left.
Tonight, I can't tell. No, he doesn't. I have very, very low health, and now a 1 vs 1 situation, and time runs out.
Run out of time.
I know the voice.
Kid clutching up when it requires, so he killed people, and he put the jackal on basically 1 HP if you saw at the end. So even that looked like, sorry, that was a 2v4 there, I must add, from well, yeah, more of a one. You can argue maybe more of a 1v4 because Kid did so much with that shotgun.
I'm not with the boys playing such an impressive game so far. I mean, we've seen Soldy hit them shots. We've seen Adept hit a very nice shot as well, and we've seen Kid clutch up. So now it's still time for Ricky and Mitchell to show what they can really do. And I've got an idea. How about you talk about what's going on, and I just hype everything up when the guns come alive. So I feel I mean, with Theme Park, I haven't really played much of it competitive, so I'm a bit clueless as to what's going on and what the matter is.
So,
So I mean, at least for this map, could you just analyze what's going on for me? Because
so currently, it's defender sided. We all know that Theme Park is inherently defender sided. So it's kind of obvious that I don't know the boys will be. Well, it's not obvious, but it's expected to be winning. But then again, the rounds that they've won, they've been close. So that round there they should not have won it. You know, it just seemed like a 2v4. Zoorig got blood in their eyes and just went, okay, we have space behind the shield. And he can't get all of us, can he? And he did. So that's where I think it broke down.
There because I mean, although they didn't necessarily peak angles 1 by 1, they didn't have cross angles set off on that shield, which is probably the biggest mistake because Kid was just able to play around that shield like a magician with his 1, just getting 3 picks essentially, just peeking with his shot and doing massive damage, killing insta-kills, insta-down. And with 30 seconds, there's no time to revive, so effectively down is a kill. Now we have Bart here.
Yeah, it appeared to be. It looks to be a cafe push. Again, they have a split push going, which is what you'd expect, as they need to get. There's a lot of stuff to do on people. You have to get a lot of breaches, a lot of walls open. And it looks to be the Maverick going to start to nade over. As we have the Ash and Jackal to clear out the roamers from cafe. On Vigil and Jaeger, it's quite a powerful roam clear, especially as Salt and Mitchell, 2 of the fraggers, well, supposedly the fraggers here, are the boys. So again, it's not going to be easy. Looks like Vigil's actually going to fall off pretty quickly, as he's not even going to risk that. And it's now only the Jaeger. I think it's actually not doing, but actually an early kill from the Maverick going to catch the Vigil off guard by the looks of it, as he's not going to nade over. It's not going to connect, it's just actually going to get unmired. As Jaeger now falls by the side as well, leaving no one on the roam. Looks to, we're going to see. Actually, that's a bunch coming out from the bandit. That's huge as he gets 1, or is that 2? That appears to be 1 by looks. Actually, that's 2. I'm sorry, that's 2 gone down. That's 2 Velmites down already. So that's great. So
the boys in a very strong position with a strange strategy here with shield being faced later in the round.
They are going to Maverick the wall though, but it's nowhere near as effective as a Thermite, as you can only really do 1 with how little they have left. So we're going to see some vertical play come out. It's kind of flush, but again, it's not going to really make a difference as they're all in sight, just bunkering down. Again, they've realised they killed the Thermite. They don't really need to do a lot currently. And when the sledge appears to be... Where is the sledge right now? Sledge actually on his drone, even though there's no vertical play. Or they finally beat a vertical play, but it's going to be very late. So we are going to see vertical play. And of course, he's going to force defenders to move. But again, it's late vertical play, so until time left, it looks like it's going to be just a rush through the breach and maybe Dragon Door, as the Ash is currently in maintenance. Yeah. Ash is actually the no, sorry, the Ash is actually on Dragon Door, so the Jaeger knows this by the sounds of it, as he's just going to be holding. Actually, no, he doesn't know that. Ash actually could get, yeah, Ash just sends it into sight. They're actually going to get traded off instantly. About it with the double kill. Again, going to get traded off again. Ash with the 1 actually, leaving it now in a 2v3, sorry. Let's attack his camp to look to try and send it into sight.
Maverick looking to thread the needle, unfortunately not being able to find any place.
So Maverick's going to push aside, then going to push back out, but again, the sledge pushing it in. They're actually going to find Almighty, leaving it smoking a 1v2. As 1 is down. Going to find the first, downing him, leaving it actually a 1v1 with a shotgun. He's who wins. He's going to peek out. Does he know how close the smoke is? The sledge is, sorry. Just actually going to swing. He's going to get the fight. No! No, Kid! You knew he was there!
I'm sure Kid is not very happy about that one. Very unfortunate loss. That could have been a second clutch for the man. But overall, a very impressive performance from Kid. Apart from that one little blunder, that was a near perfect clutch for him.
That was so no, Kid. You can't run away. You can't run away in a one. This happened ages ago with TSM on Villa when Potoman was a 1v4, and I think he clutched it because the smoke was behind Bart and ran away.
Oh yes, I remember that. I remember
And then
that.
he dropped the lob. That was so yeah. That's the thing. You have a shotgun. You know he's in split. He's not gonna win that fight with that shotgun in hand. But instead, you ran away and punished for it. So just committed to that side.
As many bombs as they can.
And so Zoorig do get their first round, but again, it's scrappy. It's not that clean as. Again, we see it like it looks. Zoorig get man advantages, quite a big man advantage actually, and they throw it all away. This seems like maybe a bit of mechanical mishap, or maybe it's positioning, but it just seems like. It just seems like to secure the win, they're doing a lot more than they really need to here.
Door secure!
The shield's back. So, yeah, you haven't seen this yet, but with the shield, the dog can actually do a really good hold onto Castrol. And with no carry, again, so no real, like, sniper, actually could be very easy for him. As I think he tore one team apart. I think it may have been Swiss Squad. He tore them apart holding this angle.
New feet up.
Can you check the wall again? Because I don't think the angle is actually open for him. I just can just see it was. I'm not trying it is, it's just, maybe it's just land on my side. Now it looks like a cafe clear this time, so they are abandoning the idea of pushing power. Probably the wise idea with the dog playing such a powerful this angle. Now for Mitchell right around the door, well they know it's standing, but no, it's so that they catch, but a 3-man roam on the right side is going to be absolutely devastating for the attacks. Now Token unfortunately losing his gunfight. Token, he can't lose those, he won't even face he does. So he is not happy about that one. Now Mitchell already getting the man advantage and Ricky getting very nice on tonight now in a 5 versus 3 situation. Now Burt playing the Pengu, holding the prone angle, but Mitchell under the stairs. The question is, does Burt know this? Now just patiently holding the angle, waiting for the defenders to make a mistake, but now Thermite...
Someone's gonna walk down
entry fragger. Thermite, I mean the balls are still on this run are insane. Will he get the bomb? Yes he will! Now 4 versus 3 situation, Thermite getting very nice but questionable play on west side there. Now the rotator is open and Mitchell lurking around like a monster, but HB getting a double kill for the for Zoorig, effectively carrying the team this round, but only on half health. There's little more he can do. The question is, do they know Mitchell is behind their backs? Mitchell's still playing in.
Sorry, it's not sight by the way. It's remember, it's Cash. Oh, Kid.
God damn. Pap, when he finds out, will not be very happy. Getting picked off by Mitchell now, playing from behind the backs. The question is. I mean, there is no question, honestly. Can they win the gunfight? So peeking out, but unfortunately, HB with a little bit of a potato, losing his gunfight. So now, in a 1 versus 3 situation. But this team on his shoulders. I mean, this has been very unfortunate thus far. I mean, hang on. So the Pengu fanboy doing a Pengu once more. We've seen this twice in this round already. The pro peaks. Now on very low health and. But gets the kill that he really did not deserve.
Attackers have located.
Yeah, he's gonna take him out, but see, it feels like Zoorig got the man advantage, but they throw it away. I just is it maybe Zoorig got warmed up, maybe they're not in the mood, but it just seems like we've seen them a lot better than this. It just seems like losing guns like I feel like it was a 3v5 within 30 seconds of the round.
No, I've got a perfect metaphor for what's going on. It's like some business, right? You've got a business. It goes pretty badly, right? And then you start speeding it up. And then coronavirus hits and your business goes to shit. That is exactly what's going on with Zoorig right now. They do pretty poorly in the first 30 seconds of the round, usually getting picked up by the defenders, but then they recoup the man advantage and then they throw it all away. I mean, it's unfortunate.
Interesting analogy there, I must say. With coronavirus, but yeah, we've seen Zoorig better than this, but they're going to make it again. It is a theme park on defense.
Attackers need to locate
So-
and
Yeah,
defuse.
I mean,
But
there's,
again-
there's little you can do on attack.
But then again, it's not like it's been and to be running the show. Zoorig have had man advantage on a lot of these rounds near the end. When it comes down to it, we saw the thermite to the castle. You know, we saw gun on. Just seems like I'm not the boys are winning on gun skill alone currently. As-
I mean, you hate to see it when, I mean, this game, it is an FPS game, but it's so, mechanical skill is so little emphasized, but it's unfortunate to see when mechanical skill is even wider between a great team and a good team. I mean, of course, it depends on a day-by-day basis, but it's unfortunate to see that right to be the divider for this matchup.
Oh wait.
Now, looks like another throne hold, a pretty standard throne hold once more. But now this time, it looks like Zoorig favoring the west side take through barrels. Now, a bit split going 2 barrels and 3 cafe. I think it's a decent decision, though it could, I mean, I personally would like to get a full 5-man roam clear on this map, at least on the west side, because it's just so hard to clean against a strong setup. I can't really find the words for it. It's just difficult to.
Keep in mind, this is the one side that Zoorig have actually won. So, and they won it when they had no thermite with charges left. So,
Then again, they won it when I'm the boys fell apart.
So, sorry. A nice entry onto. That's huge. That's 2 nades. The only nades. Oh, sorry. Apart from Maverick and the vertical player.
Yeah, that is massive. Coming back and the nade getting absorbed by the my charge. They're trying to go for it straight, but it doesn't really. Very nice follow-up.
Is he gonna get that? Nope.
The charge was bandit. Could have actually been doable, but unfortunately, Event decides against it. Now with the wall being open,
Bomb
the
located by
positions
attacker.
that the defenders can play are limited, but they're still very, very strong. I mean, the same point scoring on the other side is I mean, it can just completely change the title around.
That Lamar is just playing in the door.
So ridiculously strong. The question is, will the Jackal actually go for the vertical? Because that could completely shut down. I don't know what the boys' defense is here. Actually, if you can get vertical, you know the little angle on control, and then you break the top of the control or the top of the maintenance wall. Sorry, and then you can get an angle onto the back of the drone. That would absolutely terrorize. I'm with the boys because then they're severely limited. They can only play like physically behind the throne. They can't actually play on the wall where Mitchell's playing right now. Because he's deciding against it. Now HB getting a very nice pick, but unfortunately getting refragged by Mitchell with a nice headshot of his own. And Maverick goes for the torch on the wall, looking for a pick onto Mitchell. Now a 2 versus 4 situation, very difficult. 40 seconds left on the clock. Looks like this side to just run.
And no diffuser.
No, never mind. Taking this systematically. The question is how systematically deal with only 30 seconds to the clock and 4 plays to clear with only 2 of yours in probably the most powerful positions on this map. I don't think playing systematically will work, and Kid getting a nasty shot onto Pab here.
15 seconds
Now
left.
9 and 1 versus 4 situation. Can he clear the angles? Unfortunately, we see the boom
So,
reaction.
Kid, yeah, look at the shot. Kid hit that shot from Furnace over to Dragon. So,
That was, I mean, Kid, the knife, albeit it wasn't a godly knife, which is a bit disappointing, but it was a knife indeed, and a knife well deserved. I mean, Kid definitely popping off this game. I mean, some very impressive shots being hit by hard support, and I believe that is also the IGL. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think actually Salt. Well, I'm pretty sure. From what I've had, it's quite a mix. It's more of a couple of people shot calling, but it's worth noting that it just seems like other boys are refragging way better. You know, we saw Jackal got a nice pick. Jackal did get. I mean, yeah, sorry, like
they have very good reciprocity.
yeah. Thermite killed the bandit. Agreed. Then Jaeger instantly peeking as the call out was probably given straight away. Instantly peeks and just wins the back and just. It's just like kind of back and forth, which it just seems like Zoorig aren't really doing. And that's why
Attackers need to locate.
I feel that's why they're getting let down in the last, like when it becomes a 3v3, 2v2, and the boys are getting the fundamentals right, which is just making sure they refrag.
Yeah.
But
it's fundamentals of a team game.
sorry that we have dismissed. We're now watching Zoorig defend, as sides have now switched, as we see. So they're 5-1 down. So So they're going to have to really pull something, as they only have 2 rounds to play with currently, and instead it's overtime. So it's not going to be a very fun defense. Then again, it is theme park, and we saw what the boys did on their
10
defense.
seconds left.
So we're going to look to recreate that and maybe do one better and get 6-0 up.
5 seconds to insertion.
Which would actually, that would actually give them the win as well. Nice. So if they can win all their defenses, they will guarantee themselves
Use the bomb.
a nice little win. It's actually quite a nice cam, I must add, from the Valkyrie.
Yeah, it is.
As we're going to see a spawn peek here.
And mind another 2 outside cameras.
We are going to see a spawn peek
But it
actually.
doesn't look like
Is
any
that-
information. No, never mind. So much information granted by those 2 cameras.
And they're pinging on them. They literally, right, no way do we see this. As we could actually see a run out.
The fingers are tingling.
Go on,
Just
go
run
on,
out.
Pab.
Press that W key, my friend. Do it, do it.
No, the C4
won't connect. Oh, what a letdown. Pab could have had such a beautiful play that lined up. Albeit a bit of a risky play, but it would have been a beautiful play.
And again, it's a play that may work. It's unexpected. The C4 was probably not the best idea. Then again, it was a lot safer as he didn't want to risk his life, is what I can assume. But as we see, London Boy is going to start to push in from Cash. But we do have the Jaeger playing in buffering quickest and also the Valkyrie initiation. Actually, Mitchell going to get a very nice opening kill onto the Jaeger, leaving only Valkyrie in the room. He's going to fall back.
Hold those angles against Mitchell. Mitchell just absolutely terrorizing. There's nothing he can do against that man. His aim is impeccable. Pixel angles, with the whole angle. Doesn't matter what kind of angles, he will find you and he will.
Valkyrie's going to fall back
Sleep.
as she looks to try and keep her life instead of going for the kills. Which, sorry, she's going to push into daycare straight away. As she's probably been droned. So yes, she's been droned. The class we made that she's definitely in daycare right now. She's going to look.
Now, so we're right at the room right next to notice.
As yeah, so she's been droned. She is not going to be away from time. As the Ash and the Maverick are going to start to converge. She's been droned again. They now know exactly where they are. Prevar's going to come out as Maverick swings. Maverick going to lose that. Going to refrag.
By a dad, that is. I mean, it's depressing to see, but it was also fun to
So again, coming back to that refrag. Coming back to the refrag here.
The refrag are being amazing. Though. I mean, I hate to say 2 words in my very quick succession, but I mean the reciprocity on the boys is amazing. It's levels above what Zoorig are doing currently. But the question is, will they be able to keep it up through the rest of the game?
So again, this is for him. So Zoorig, when you think about it, they actually have the advantage here as of how much of a buckside is, and a nice kill from Burke, going to be actually getting anti-vertical onto the Ash. That's Mitchell gone. I want to keep the frag and a miss shot there from a depth, meaning.
Will he be able to connect the shots? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he will. No peek, not as position off, but never mind. Take that back. Was Burke going for the peak, I believe?
And now we're going to see if Hebe can recreate. He's going to swing. Oh, he's going to blindside.
What the flash and Kid must not be happy about that one. And the guns come alive, and I mean, it all goes down.
One each.
Goes down in flash. We saw absolutely nothing of that.
So that Thermite getting put in his place. So HP was blind and slapped that Thermite across the room. So again, even though man advantage is in play, it's thrown him. It's such a bunker-heavy site that they can afford to be a man down. They still have the advantage in a way because they have to pursue one breach at the same time. And with,
I mean that's why throwing him such a hated site. There's literally nothing you can do on attack apart from tunnel 3. One unfortunate spot, one unfortunate hallway, one unfortunate breach. There's nothing else you can do, and just pray that the smoke isn't there hiding behind you, ready to kill you with a shotgun. But now a 5-2 advantage for Zoorig. So this is looking a lot more winnable by the minute.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I see the question far too much. The question is, no, mind, let's not get now, when we replicate the same no, it's controlling. God damn, I am.
so it's initiation and office, and maybe Arnold was getting complacent. They were 5-1 up, and now Maybe Zoorig have the mentioned the ability. Okay, we can still do this. We're still enough. We can still get this. And now the chase is on, as they say on that weird ass game show.
Oh yeah. Well, this should be a fun round, definitely.
I think Salt spawned on the wrong place here. Yep. So.
Classical Randall. Sorry, Randall.
Thrown up.
Just to make him slightly more irritating than most of the pods. But it doesn't look like it really matters much. I mean, only 10 seconds. Very valuable amount of time in this game, but realistically,
Attackers have located a
it'll
bomb.
either go one way or the other. As a pendulum will swing. Nowadays. Look at the picks here. Ready to be turned in by Mitchell. Now, Mitchell not actually being first entry this round, which is interesting. I've been playing first entry.
Oh, hold on.
And he's definitely a
A
very,
bomb
very
has
strong
been
first
located.
entry.
I think we've seen this strat before.
I think we haven't, because I actually haven't. No, never mind. HB playing that long out with the SMG-11. The question is, does he have the aim? Is he Pengu?
Stand by to witness the punch.
Or
Does she? She's actually playing with the shotgun.
The SMG-11. I mean, this will definitely be a clip if he does hit those shots, but it looks like I'm not the boys taking the wise decision and abandoning that deadly route. Instead focusing on a cafe tag, but going properly, which looks like they my character version pretty taking look at some pigs, and unfortunately gives away his position too early before the spots him. But I mean, a very strong hold on the west side. Looks like a misplay possibly from Omno with the boys. I mean, it's strong. The hold is replay is strong. I mean, versus 5 of course, but it is defenders that you're talking about. So all the attacks are able to clear that, or will they fall?
This is where the problem arises. Yeah, they may have some amount of control, but it is such a bunker site. So actually fun modes.
Swapping mags.
I've done like again playing the entry role for some reason. We've seen that with Zoorig, and now we're seeing with pushing him very aggressively in front of his team. I mean, the first one to jump into the building is. I've got some questions to ask you about Benai getting a very nice pick on the Sony and got a double.
Keep
What
going.
a shot! Question, can he get the third? Fortunately, Matrix saves Kide. Now Kide giving it back, getting another 2 kills, but oh no, Adept, sorry. You hate to see it, an absolute botch from that lad. Now Kide in a 1 versus 3 situation. This man is very capable. We've seen it with the shotgun. We've seen the shots that he's been able to do throughout this game. The SMG-11. The question is, will he be able to replicate that with Takeoff? No, getting the straight through the wall.
So a great round there from Zoorig. As gunfights, they just won their gunfights, and Bandit popping off got Mitchell and Salt, so 2 big players on the boys. It's also worth noting the Jaeger actually. I think the Jaeger actually was on yellow says the entire time. And so got one of the players, I'm not sure who it was. I think it was maybe the Thermite? No, sorry, maybe the Nomad, as she tried to push, but yeah. The exact strat by the looks of it, which I don't know what the boys did.
Right,
Zoorig, well, maybe not exactly, but it's very similar. And like I said, it won on the boys around. It's also won Zoorig around.
Yeah, I mean, it's seemed like a very effective strategy, but it looks like Zoorig actually focused a bit more on the west side hold instead of focusing on the east side.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Which ended up cashing, or ended up blocking their pocket for a bit of cash there. Zamla with the boys did indeed decide on the rotate, and unfortunately they decided wrong. It looks like a bunk hole. 3 rounds in a row actually. First time we've seen a bunk hole. First one being recharged, which I very well might be. On Knight looking confusing days, running around the bomb site like a headless chicken, clueless on what he's doing. Running through the rotate, running back, running around for some good measure, probably running a marathon just on top of that. Personal fitness. And finally water reinforced, but now we look like Token running around like a headless chicken. Looks like a whole bunch of headless chickens in the
Bomb located by attackers. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
But questioning that shield, will he place down, will he not? Right below the hatch. Looks like it's a bit of an off play.
Drone is ready to go.
It's a bit unorganized. Like to do 180s, well on ADS and ADS and pass pretty accurately. We get a Mitchell real good at this game. No one's denying it, but let's be real. We've seen it time and time again. So you don't have to flex on us with these little 180 epic game flicks. We're gonna try getting CRG Token getting a very hefty amount of damage early into the rounds. Nine looking to play very aggressive still. And no matter the drone has droned him out, but it looks like it doesn't look like a rotate. I'm just going stupid. It looks like just cash door, just waiting patiently, looking for Turkey or Knight to make a mistake. No mistakes are being made now. Maverick right on top of the wall. The question is, Knight could punish them very, very harshly, playing on the bottom school. If he gets the winner play first, but it doesn't look like he'll opt for that chance. I wonder if the high risk how he will play. He's going to wait patiently. Well, while he's waiting patiently, Dak is getting hefty amounts of control. But now CRG Turkey in a perfect position to get a frag, but will he get it? Takes a shot. Now, unfortunately, getting shot down by the Nomad and getting peaked very, very quickly by Salts. That could have been a beautiful thrown away due to the Nomad. Instead of 4 versus 5 situation with someone half health, it's not looking as bad as it could be possibly. Not kidding. For anyone to breach. Again, I mean, I don't know why the hell both teams are playing like Goga and Pengu from G2 or formerly from G2. I mean, they just love proning, they love touching the floor, they love kissing the ground.
Repulsion device planted.
Now, kidding. Now look into again entry frag as a thermite. It's a bit weird what we've been seeing both teams are opting for their thermite to play very, very aggressively with the new jammer is on the wall. Shoot it down, try to get the angle, but doesn't want to overexpose himself as he makes the thermite. After all, but still getting picked off by HP now. Oh, Ronald! God damn, Soul will not be happy about that. And Ricky getting picked off, the guns are coming to line up pub. Getting another pick now, 2 versus 4 situation is completely turned around. A very winnable situation now for Zoorig. Now, I mean, Kid A and Ardek have really been showing off quite a lot recently, so, I mean, this is definitely not impossible, but they're still playing a bit scared.
10 seconds.
Man, I thought Adept got that kill on Commander right there, but he didn't. Now he did.
5 seconds
now,
remaining.
1 versus 2 situation, a team kill. God damn, if that cost them the round, they won't be happy, but never mind. 0 seconds.
Operators have run out of time.
Zoorig eSports protecting the bombs. Round 9 at 1. I mean, it's looking very, very winnable for Zoorig now. They've been coming back.
So, like we said, the chase is actually on, as we are now 5-4. Sure, I can't type. But yeah, we did see that. So he actually watched the air jab. He probably thought he could get around it without detonating it. And then he decided he wasn't going to go around it. He was going to shoot it. Then he actually didn't shoot it. And then, of course, he walked into it.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you hate to see it. That could have been a beautiful play.
It's like when you know the claymore's there, so you jump out pre-firing the claymore, but you miss the pre-fire. Yeah, exactly. Or you miss the pre-fire. Yeah, and then you just get. So you know it's there, but you just don't hit. You just don't hit it on.
To locate and defuse bombs.
But then that ran out from HB onto Mitchell. So that may have snack a monkey play, but it was a play that started off the downfallers.
It got the tide rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then
it was a snowflake that crippled or that.
And the run out from HB. Then Legion followed up with another kill, and then so did Mice. So again,
yeah, I mean,
now it suddenly seems as if Zoorig are in the dome seat of mechanical skill. As I don't know, maybe it's not even their solution anymore. But it's
a really good way of describing it. It's as if you have the house cards, right? And you know, you flick off the top thing like fine, and then that falls down. And then you drench it in gasoline, the center line, and then it just collapses. Yeah, that's what you see. The boys, it started off fairly mild, and then just devolved into an absolute shit show of losing shots or losing gunfights, missing shots, and also, of course, hitting shots for Zoorig. And now a 5-4, they look like they're back in the game with a 5-1 to 5-4.
Defender has left the area of operation.
The question is, should be able to get anyone.
I can shot the C4 midair.
Missing C4, barely missing it. I mean, I believe it was Mitchell shooting it. God damn. If that was a one-tap on the C4. No, we see a run out, but unfortunately getting punished for that. Oh god, you hate to see it. Now Kiddo getting a pick very early for the round. And that is a bad off the board. Well, to be fair, that is all the utility she had to give to the team. That does also give a lot of early map control to the attacker, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. But it has also been a minute into the round already, so there's that. But again, a full top control. So I mean, the defenders are still reinforcing that bunker, holding their stronghold, and I mean holding the Maginot line. The question is, will the attackers be able to slip past, or they have to face the Maginot line head on? Something great! Because that means Mitchell will be able to spot them and shut them down very quickly. Now Kidde on alone, which is interesting. I mean, I don't know why. It's just throughout this game, the Thalys have been playing very aggressively and very kind of separate from the team. It is probably just watching run-outs to make sure that what happened last round won't happen again, and that there won't be that one snowflake that cripples the hill, that cripples or that begins the avalanche. I really don't know how to struggle with development. I'm a bit tired, frankly, and I am a bit too retarded to think at the moment. But unfortunately, Token missing that beautiful shot to the drone. Now Kidde just holding the Token's
so Token's out to get pressures from both sides here. So
Token, you have to run out. You have to get a pick. But unfortunately, Mitchell winning the gunfight, and I mean, I swear down that was a headshot though. I think, yeah, exactly. Token, I mean, just tell Token that I do agree with that should have been a headshot. I mean, the game really does like to play tricks with your mind quite a lot. But now,
so this is a very similar scenario what we had last time here.
Yeah. The question is, I mean, the defenders are being scored a lot better with more than last time. Now, CRG, unfortunately missing the shot. This is massive. And 2 picks already, 4 versus 1. The question is, will and I be able to hold him off? We really not know. The plan is going down. The plan is down. And INWTB boys winning this 10th round.
That shotgun shot, I'd say it may have lost in that round.
Yeah, I mean, it did lose in that round. I mean, mistakes can be made, but mistakes pay their price, ladies and gentlemen. And now Zoorig hanging off by a thread. Hanging off a cliff by a thread, rather.
And maybe we start to see
4-1 round match point, I believe it is now. So
yeah, Solitaires. I mean, sorry, INWTB boys will be wanting to finish this off. They demolished the first half of this game, 5-1. Zoorig came back fair to them, and they can still come back. We're not going to rule that out, but yeah, match point.
I mean, INWTB boys might make this mistake of getting a bit overzealous as they just want to finish it. They want to finish it now, and they see the sweet victory. They taste sweet victory on the tip of their tongue. Will they be able to get it? That is the question, because 6-4 is still very winnable. So, I mean, if they get overzealous, that could be potentially devastating.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So can they keep their cool, or can they not keep their cool? I am... God damn it, I can't think right now.
It's fine, so we're going to see them go exactly this last time, as they'll be annoyed that they didn't win that. They've had the man advantage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But they didn't, but they had.
I mean,
an advantage going to that round, and it's Armory. They should be winning this, I feel.
We can look at it this way, right? You've got a defender life, right? On coastline, right? It's 1-1. Because the coastline is a very nice map. On top house, the defender life is about 1.5 to 1.
10 seconds remaining.
This map, a defender's worth about as much as 2 attackers. I mean, you can do so much in the position that is given, and with these in the proper game sense,
attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Probably stop a 3-man rush fairly easily against this kind of level of team.
So we're just gonna wait. As it seems like, is that the Jaeger spawn peeking? Oh, that is nasty.
Will they be able to get the
so he's gonna, yeah, so he's been doing, narrowly missing the wall bang, my tired, but he's gonna get away with that life. But it's so actually gonna be waiting for him. It's actually gonna play behind Gong. Actually, no, he's gonna back up Dragon Stairs and join the roam, which with the vigil.
Toki, we know you want to jump out of the bag, and unfortunately it doesn't decide to do that. That could have been a very unexpected play. Possibly getting the Maverick off very quickly, which was a massive support Zoorig, but to be fair to them, they probably don't want to take this risk on a match point.
So he's gonna try and he's gonna play in initiation. He wants to waste as much time as possible, and with the visual, he's gonna be playing behind him. So he also has to worry about his left flank as well. This is where the IQ is gonna drop, as we saw last time. So he's gonna be trusted again and again and again. So many drones here. At the same time, he's kind of wasting a lot of utility as they're droning him, but not really acting on the info. Actually, I eat my words as IQ swings from office, and then the follow-up C4.
Yeah, the C4 must not make it that happy.
And that's going to be yours. If you're off the board, again, it's the Jaeger off the board.
Yeah, but it's not good. I know the boys already, so it's going to be potentially huge if they play it right. But now they're back and looking to get those juicy picks into anyone going for the yellow wall. Now, I question going for the yellow wall as there is just so much that you need to do about to go for it. So both teams go for it. I mean, it makes me cringe because, yes, the only reason I know this is because I watched, who's he called? You know that German guy? That's like VOD reviews and VOD analysis.
A12 Mayo. Anyway, we're going to see Mitchell get another kill onto the cut. He was actually picking the vertical holes and is going to be punished for what he did. And now, only 2 in sight.
Now the question is, will Pab be able to get those picks that really matter? I mean, he's banking on that because that's the only thing that can keep Zoorig in the game.
So, if Vigil can get this one, he's going to see the map, right?
No, he won't.
Oh! It's 1! It's gonna be 1 HP on the run, which is actually really unfortunate, as that kill would have given Visual a lot more presence in their own. And he's actually gonna get pre-fires. He's been hurt, and he's gonna swing. It's Mitchell. He's gonna win that.
Mitchell winning those gunfights. Can win a gunfight against Mitchell while holding an angle. It's just simply not possible. On the line, he probably gets.
Gonna get refragged.
Losing the gunfight, getting refragged very quickly. But 2 versus 1 now, 1 versus 1 night.
Attackers have recovered their
One man with a dream. Now the question is, will the dream be fulfilled? The dream is indeed fulfilled. A 1 versus 2 clutch, bringing Zoorig back into the game.
That was a great 3v4 there from, even though Vigil was unlucky to get the kill, a nice double kill from the, I think it's from the bandit, and a single kill. Actually, sorry, he killed one and downed one, so a very nice.
Well, can you just restart the stream real quick? It's getting a bit pixelated.
Yeah, sure. So give us 1 second. I'll give it blank as I quickly just rescreen it. Yeah, I'd say it's been pretty close to that.
I'm talking in Discord.
I'd say it's been pretty close though, personally. So far, anyway.
We're watching the stream. Right.
So sorry about that one, guys. Just Discord streams be like, you know.
Yeah, they're not very consistent.
Yeah, it seems like that. It's always that. Plus, they take what Yellow says, and they get caught up trying to push through that breach. And neither team has actually successfully. Apart from actually, Zoorig actually did it. No, INWTB did it once, but that was when HP missed that key shotgun shot. And it doesn't seem like a team can really win that site on attack. It is such a. It's like statistics show that defenders have won it literally every round, apart from one. 85% win rate on that site for attackers.
10 seconds to insertion.
I mean, that must not be fun.
5 seconds left.
But now,
Well, we've got some
Attackers have located a bomb. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Into GT racing, I believe it's GT racing shooting around 200
sorry, what did you say?
Are you into a GT racing 2,200 and 69 420,000 miles per hour?
So, we're gonna get into it. So right now, INWTB is competing to win, and Zoorig competing to stay in the game and bring it to overtime. So INWTB are going to be wanting to finish off. They have been 4 rounds up. But it shows.
They have to keep their form this round because if they lose form this round, this is where the flow will start turning around.
And this is where Bandit got that nice double kill, and I won the round as well as they. So INWTB haven't actually won this site yet.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Anything major happened, but Token in a very powerful position. That would have been a miss drone. unfortunately, Token did indeed shoot that, so it wasn't much of a misturn in the end.
It's just pure stalemate. As right now, teams are looking. Sorry, my bad. But actually going to swing the window. He's going to get very aggressive, try and get Marek off guard. But it's not going to read. We hear a nade. Is it going to work? It's going to go way too far, and Marek doesn't know. Unit is actually managed to get away. And what's actually happening? Actually, an opening kill from the IQ. Great kill onto Token. That's one of their top fraggers down, leaving only Bandit in break room. But yeah, we've seen him do this before. He has possibility, and he hasn't actually been droned.
Has Bandit, a man with a plan, and the man can definitely hit his shots. The question is, will he hit his shots, or was that just a fluke? Will he be able to put the Bandit out of the magic hat?
So right now he is he's going to shoot though. Red's going to come out, put him in the corner. Outcast. Then a wall. That's just so now he's going to get stunned. He's going to push as if he's going to enter and obviously take him out, leaving it in a 5v3 with Zoorig alive. So now we could see the rest start to close out. But hold on. Marek's actually going to get a bit of the drone hold, and now they're finally going to open up. They get to and Mark's actually going to lose it. He's not going to. He's going to fall back. And actually, if they wanted to win this, they can take it as they've opened the right side breach. People are coming out from the Maestro. Going to hit with a thermite. But as they get pushed, we're going to see. Well, might actually get taken out as well, as we can't see the kill feed currently. And now they have initiation control. It's now in a 4v2 on the hands of HB. Who's going to swing? One destroy. The Nomad, and then the Nomad jumps to the last position, leaving it in a 3v2, Bird and HB, to keep their team in the match. They're going to look to try and push out. He's going to push out. We're just going to hear this. The shots aren't going to practice as much, now going to look to push up as well. Time, again, is at the essence. And a nice shot there, Ashley, from HB, leaving Ashley in a 2v2, with the Mavericks so low. This is actually not a bad situation here, as the IQ is going to be hiding away deep. Just the time left, it's going to be down to the last couple seconds. So IQ's going to swing, as it is Maverick, leaving a Maestro in a 2v1. When it's time left, he's going to take it out, leaving. I know what the boys. Going to take that. One of the closest endings we've had as HB and Bert nearly clutching it up. But unfortunately, we're not
really able to bring the team apart into the game. That was quite a valiant effort, and valiant efforts we shall commend, because that was a beautiful game to watch. That was very tense and very entertaining.
As you can probably see from the top,
Defenders, protect your
Monty Thatcher,
used by attackers.
Cade, and Echo. So very similar to what we saw last time, but the Monty Thatcher both going to be out of play. So Monty's kind of a no-brainer, as Monty's very good on this map. Obviously for rafters, very good for taking rafters and that kind of stuff. And the Thatcher, kind of no-brainer. But again, if you went Thatcher to the Maverick, it's kind of which one would you rather not play against, really? So I'm now saying that one of the boys are playing to win the series, and Zoorig are now playing to draw. So they either get 3 points, or they get none. That's your possibility. And others are going to definitely be wanting to guarantee themselves those 6 points. But again, they only get 3 if they lose. So again, they lose is not the worst type of things. But they're going to start very early. As actually instead they're going to thermite, below garage, but they're going to try and Maverick trick the wall as well. So they're going to get quite a lot of matches. Actually, no one's in rafters. This is a mistake from Zoorig. Is no one going to be holding rafters? Is that already been droned yet or something? But again, so no one's holding rafters, and the garage wall's actually already been open, so a really aggressive start from out of the boys. It appears that they can just take garage straight away, which they're going to look to do, as again, it's completely free with no one even holding it. Maybe with SMG11 they can. But again, the Master Camp seems to be doing a lot of the work trying to deny and make sure they can't even drone the guy upstairs. It's a bit of warfare, but again, they're getting away with just not letting any drone up, which is going to give the illusion that no one's actually, that someone may actually be playing up there. Mark's going to trade, actually, Mark's going to get every nice entry onto the Bandit, but now just one C4 gone, and we're going to see Grenadiers here that could connect. It's going to do a bit of damage, 50 HP to the Maestro, make him move a bit, allowing the Maestro to be broken. But again, so much map control we see here from the boys. With breach open and garage, but again, they haven't realized that no one's in rafters right now. It is completely free, but they just don't seem to look like they want to take it. They decide they're going to go for a breach. And they still think someone's holding rafters by the looks of it.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Trump's actually going to push straight to side. Actually, he's just been allowed to walk into side. Do they know this yet? As the Maverick going to be... Show them. Mossy going to be getting one on... The actually, the planet's going to go down. He's going to be denied from our side, though. But again, the planet is down. And then a Flurry gives it one from the Maverick, two, but one from the Master, and the Smoke going to be killing the Thermite as well. Leaving a 3v2 post-plant for the attackers. With one downstairs and one on breach. The plant's in a good spot. One's going to get Nomad. He's going to get down and take it out. And nice looking from Richie, going to make it into a 2v1. With the Smoke left, he's going to swing, but no ammo left on that. Okay, he's going to have to try and see if he can smoke it off and just get the plant in the smoke, but Maverick's going to see him. He's actually not going to see him as the plant's going to go down. The fuse's going to go down. But again, it's going to connect. But a nice double kill there from Richie.
God, I really need to ask the question, what is it with Thermites this game or this series just wanting to run into side like absolute madmen, getting away with it most times as well? I mean, we've seen it on Theme Park and we're seeing it again. It seems to be a common trend with these two teams. I mean, kids, the man with the balls of steel, the man with the balls stronger than the Chinese wall, or the Chinese Great Wall, the Great Wall of China. Bloody hell, I am... God, my brain is working very, very slow today. But looks like this is my round to cast now. Pretty standard lineup once more with the Mavericks Sphere and the Thermite with the, I mean, effectively double hard breach. And then the Nomad and Nash for the support on that. Although a bit interesting to see, to not see any kind of intel operator for the attackers. I mean, for example, an IQ. And limited vertical play effectively, because of course
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Damage from the vertical, but if she's used for the Maverick trig, then her impact is almost half. She's only got one charge from below. Although she still has a 3 breach charge from above, which we see a pack with this lineup now. A healthy amount of flash, burn the ADS, probably get some nades onto the defenders. I think so. Let's see some defense one more, but once more, that's very frustrating made this series.
10 seconds to go.
Leaving Lofts completely Now looks like an IG, my favorite little kind of startup bandit trick based on both
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Only 2 of you wise, which really does punish teams, or punish teams where they ban Thatcher. It does look like a double hold now, they're overcompensating a bit, and then my token just doing a bit of a late setup for Bert here. Now it's kind of interesting to see him play on the 3rd rack actually. Most players have decided to play on the 2nd rack. The only problem with this Maverick trade that the reason I'm not particularly a fan of it is that the defenders can simply just shoot the bandit charge. Always blows off in the Maverick's face, but now the wall is stopped within a minute without starting. And the wall is good. Second now, so looking to get
run out.
Through. CRG doing what CRG, ZRG, HB doing what HB does best and going for them cheeky little plays. But it always throws me off. I'm so used to in this game having the player's name in front of the name tag, or in front of the clan tag, sorry. And now it's looking to get some cheeky little angles onto Bert here. But the question is, will Bert's bomb the solid fortress that Bert can? Oh my god, will Bert be the solid fortress that Bert can be? Assault, panicking and flailing around like a dead Magikarp, like a dead fish, or not even like a dead fish, like a fish on land, or like a frog being resurrected, one of those Einstein-y, weird Frankenstein-like electrical charge frogs. And now Sophia looking again to get some more angles onto the bottom, which I'd say is a waste of utility. Not a waste of utility, as Kid is ready to get the lead onto the Maestro.
Timing.
Drop the diffuser.
But goddamn, Maestro, the miracle man, hitting the shot that needs to hit. But now Jaeger quickly refragging him now in a 2 vs 4 situation, looking very bleak for the boys. Now going for the cheeky angle. God damn, my friend, you really like to play like a monkey in a rainforest.
And
Best environment, and there it is. Zoorig, very excited, patching up quite a lot of the mistakes they made last round and bringing it back to a 1-1 win-loss ratio.
So a nice shot there from the smoke. Just gonna
That was
take this
beautiful.
over here, but again, it just that ran out from HB again, taking out Mitchell, the entry fragger. Utility, 8 hits burnt, like 3 stuns and obviously 2 charges. Loads of utility burnt as well. And it's just always nice to be in a 4v5 within 20 or 30 seconds of the round. It's just a nice feeling knowing that you have the amount of
Yeah, it is.
advantage.
It's a beautiful feeling.
You can kind of sit back and let them come to you, because what they need to do now is they've lost some utility. And it just seemed like they looked a bit more lost. Was that round?
Yeah.
They didn't really seem like they wanted to do anything or really push on it. It's for like, okay, we'll open the breach, but then what do we do then? Should we just chill outside the
Attackers need
breach?
to locate and
Yeah.
No, a
defuse
bit of
bombs.
below, but not really go below at the same time. And now, I know punished for it. Zoorig won that round quite decisively, I'd say. As now, and this could be Zoorig's map. As again, we've seen that this was actually their map choice. So now we're going to see their go downstairs. First time we've seen both teams defend down here. But especially the last time one of the boys had actually attacked this site, they actually rushed blue. So it'd be exciting to see the same kind of strat,
10 seconds.
but I doubt we will.
5 seconds remaining.
You can stop worrying about grenades.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
That's a hell of a van though. Hank battle line. But yeah, as we get into it, we're going to see. Looks like it's going to be a cash push with a roam clear, but with little. Actually, no roamers. Actually, I excuse myself, as we're not going to see a single roamer. Missouri is going to just hold site. Wait, hold on. Yeah, sorry, 2 and up. That's my bad. As we're going to see the entire of Zoorig in sight. It's pretty much going to start out from the tunnel as you see if you can get the dirt control as those push. Excuse me, upstairs and downstairs. See what occasional control and may push that as well to get a split push. Because what we've seen a lot of teams do is very effective as what they want to do. A Jaeger actually going to get a very nice kill through main stairs. So the main stairs window onto the Maverick, that's a great kill. And they didn't even get the wall open. So that means Dirt is now unable to be killed. As with the bandit charge, they have no one to get it. So already, it seems like Zoorig. But I knew he'd actually just run upstairs somehow. Now the Jaeger upstairs decided, you know what, I felt like a roam today, and he's going to come from roam. I mean, it's going to be even harder for the boys to try and get map control. They've lost the Maverick and the Jaeger upstairs. So we should see if they actually know this or not, as they can just run around, there's no one challenging him, as I'm not sure they even know he's upstairs. But actually, they seem to go avoid it straight away. Oh, but no nomad charge on the main stairs, he can just really push down here, but there's no one to catch off guard, so they are all stock side. Wait, that's sorry, it's going to be a blue execute actually here. As you see, a lot of teams converge around the blue, so all the attackers converge blue, apart from Kate's going to go dirt. So Mitchell, going to try and connect onto the Maestro, but nothing's going to work so far. And as we see Token creeping up here, it already depends on how fast this man can get around. He's actually just going to be playing in bar. Does he realise that they're all in blue? As we see Mitchell start to get very aggressive, see if he can get one or seeing an entry, which will give him the chance to team as a kill there from
Attackers dropped the bomb diffuser.
Mossy, and another one from Maestro. Take out the Thermite, leaving it in a 2v4. 2v4, sorry. Richie and Mitchell, the Nomad and the Ash. A nice pair. You can pass fight this actually a 2v5 with Little to Nomad Control, who are both in blue. Just to get wallbanged a bit, getting this up, and Mossy's finally going to take him out, and now it's Mitchell's turn. He's going to drop. Matt's going to swing, and actually, sorry, Matt's going to get a double kill to end the round.
Zoorig really coming back on this map. I mean, to be fair, it is defense from Clubhouse, but even that can be very, very tense at times, very, very close at times. Definitely much closer than Theme Park can be.
Oh, they're actually winning for once. This is the first time they've actually been a round up, might I? Which we're not having a go. We're just saying it's worth noting that because they're normally quite dominant in the first half of the game. It seems like this time, Zoorig are defending. So maybe it's their turn. Maybe it's their turn to dominate. And which they are.
Not a triple hard breach, a double hard breach coming out for I don't know, the boys. Now dropping the thermite for a Hibana. I mean, kid has really been popping off recently, so it would be interesting to see him play with a 3-speed with a better gun, but unfortunately he is still stuck to the sport role instead of playing Hibana on flex, which you would see most people do. Now looking at Mirror and
Defenders,
play,
protect your bombs from being
So I haven't seen that mirror. Oh, Smith's been playing in bathrooms yet. So we.
Now, this gym setup. Well, I'm very salty. Bad boy, you are interrupting my class like I did to you.
Stop worrying about grenades now. Razor wire is deployed.
Disappointed. No. I mean, it's dead air, man. You can do it earlier.
So Mirror's going to be putting in bathroom and probably going to put one in cast. So I've actually not seen this pro league because Mirror is banned so often that I don't know how pro teams react to it.
10 seconds to go.
I mean, it's a standard banning trick.
5 seconds left before insertion.
I mean, of course, I don't understand that. For a rich and happy man. And it looks like Zoorig was actually very close, tight defense.
Reloading!
After the Zoorig eSports hit. That looks like a pretty standard attacking response with a Maverick trick. Ready to hope Maverick trick will be felled, but God knows what Zoorig have up in the pockets. Looks like Maverick trick will be that's what uninterrupted. Pretty fast, 10 seconds. Now he forced to retreat into a more defensive angle. But I still have to deal with the mirror, just so bloody strong. And especially, but can we just go back onto Zoorig? Do they have an ADS right behind that mirror? Or like in front of it? Anywhere near? No, they don't. Okay, well.
There's one there. There's one there. Have you seen it?
Oh, isn't it? Okay, never mind. I am just being stupid, foolish lad here.
Airshot ready.
I'm not. I'm watching over a military. Set up for looking for B shot. That also to be proud of. Unfortunately, not being able to find any. A bit disappointed in his quest for premium Snapchat. Further opportunities to get picked. Maybe get some heads, if you know what I mean.
C4 set.
Oh no!
Knock on the wall. You hate to see it. No, Gary Metzer and HP makes a fair mistake. Getting the head that he deserves. Now it looks like Castle being killed very quickly, adept and kid carrying this down on the back of their shoulders.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Now choking very far away, looking to strike from behind. But will he be able to keep it up before he can?
Reloading next.
Very in quite a pickle here. Now he has to peek one of them if he really wants to win this. Maybe wants a bit more time, but when worse comes to worse, he will have to be proactive in what he decides to peek. And unfortunately, Pab getting a bit too greedy, getting a bit overzealous, and god damn, what a shot from Mitchell. I mean, he's been popping on recently in the nade to finish it off. Oh dear. Token, you're not going to be very happy about that, and that was quite the nade throw indeed. Perfectly cooked.
A nice finish to that round as and the boys definitely taking more control, further grip, did a lot more that round.
Before you continue, I'd like to say that's quite a nice reference because Kobe did indeed die in a helicopter, and guess what? Jaeger in his bio was indeed a pilot helicopter for some time, from what I remember. So don't know why I know this, but I do know this indeed. So it's quite unfortunate that he dies that way.
Obviously, it's unfortunate he died. It's like very
unfortunate but it's unfortunate that the reference is so eerily close because yeah.
I can just stop there. I can just stop there. I think just
dies in a helicopter.
Just stop there.
I'm becoming Alex Jones, bro. Let me be Alex Jones.
So we're gonna go into our fifth round. Sorry, 2-2 on the scoreboard. So very even teams. But again, like we said this before, it's clubhouse. Other than the patch round, they can get a bit more defense-sided, but last round, our boys proved that a Maverick and a Habana are perfectly good enough, as long as you use it wisely. So obviously, Maverick doesn't really care for a bandit or mute, as he can deal with either. And Soto's on fire today, getting Mavericks instantly, no worry, not even having to come back and edit them. Straight away, done, dusted the breach in less than 10 seconds. And they don't even have to, once the breach is open, they now have the Maverick. It's not like with Thermite where, or Thatcher, where you have a 2-speed, obviously LD5 is a nice gun, but still a 2-speed, where here you have Maverick, nades, 3-speed, a great gun. He's a great operator, really. So it's really proving. Ooh, I didn't realize that. That was a very. And Token gonna be very annoyed there. That could have been huge, but he got shut down very quickly by Adept, who read that like a book, to say the least. It appears to be a garage with a custom obviously going to be in play. They're going to rotate through lounge. With the no Jaeger, it's actually going to be very hard to hold lounge alone. There's a lot more angles to watch if you only have one person in lounge alone.
Attackers have located a bomb.
So we're going to see the wall finally being opened. Yeah, again, Soito's really good with these walls, and it's going to be opened very quickly, very easily. No damage done to any of them. As we now need to see their flush. And the castle downstairs, going to get pressured. So I'm going to pressure actually. He's even out to chill. You can just chill down, vibe to the music, as it seems we have a split push here from Mitchell and Kid. No, my bad, not even split push, as they all seem to rotate around to construction. Again, do they realize that they actually have a good construction update, as they haven't actually reinforced the wall in preparation for holding long angles, so it's going to be a bit harder than they think if they want to try and take construction. We're just going to jump into master bedroom as they look to try and swing the door. With a bandit and a mute holding very tight angle. We're just going to fall back. So he's not going to worth as Richie here with the punch hole. No, where the punch actually is, my bad. As Mute actually is going to have a nice long angle there. And with the bandit actually falling back as well, they actually have construction control. Albeit the mute behind the wall and the box. He's just going to sit there, do a bit of wiggling around, try to make some noise, try and delay as long as he can. But again, this is a very hard switch for him to get anything out of. He's going to be droned. Bits to bits. He's just going to try and rotate. He's actually going to be stuck in the corner as he's being allowed to run around now. He's going to be flashed. Again, he can just see. He's going to swing! He's going to headshot the Maverick down the Ebana, getting a double kill. That's more than should have got in the world. Living in a 3v3. So a great swing there. And now they can't get the Maestro cam. But then a nice kill there from Adept, and the Maestro cam down, leaving it in the 2v2. Free, sorry, and then actually Maestro is actually going to get the refrag. The Carl's actually going to hit one as well, so... What just happened there?
It's like a house of cards, and with a gust of a wind, with a... God damn, I cannot speak today. It's like a house of cards, and then a gust of wind just comes by and blows it all to pieces. That is what happened to I'm Not With The Boys here. A very promised start, but unfortunately a very, very quick and painful end. Now
So,
it's like a similar lineup as for the last few rounds. Mavericks, Zafir, Cabana, Nomad, and Ash. They seem to really like playing those 5 operators. And now we see, I believe, I actually don't know who got switched out for the vigil. I'm not too sure. I believe.
Sorry to interrupt, but did you see that mute? In
Oh,
double
yeah,
kill?
that was amazing. That was
That was the
I was gonna
play.
react to that. Like I was gonna like make something up. Like I was gonna hit the nail through the coffin for
Yeah, that was a really.
But unfortunately, you were casting that bit, so I couldn't do that, and I couldn't make fun of him. So now it is my turn to cast. Hopefully there will be some more that I can make fun of Mitchell for, because as much as I love him, as much as I barely know him, because I only really known him for like a week. Well, he's still a fragger, so I can make fun of him because he is better at the game than me. Now, looking for some deep, standard barbed wires, nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing like a telephone wire kick from the forest, so we are pretty safe in on the vigil, looking to roam upstairs, hopefully getting some free picks.
5 seconds to go.
An SSG style roam, coming back to site as soon as some pressure.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So as we get into it, we're going to see look like a split push here. Part just going to take a quick second to sort something out. So as we just wait, We're gonna see. Sorry, small pick. Actually, gonna get the Maverick. I just watched that in this last second. So a great kill, all yours.
Why can I not cast that? What is that time when my mom coming in my room? That very second that happened, that could have been a beautiful line from me. Unfortunately, it wasn't even now. The recharge coming out, and the wall is open. Finding some very difficult angles, and down is near from the metric, just dodging those bullets. Like a speedy boy he is now. Looks like adapting Ricky looking to really pressure the east side, but looks like top floor was given up. And very effectively so, the Maverick off the board now. One of your quintessential hard breachers, now only relying on the Hibana, which can only do so much when you really need, well, not need, but really want 5 walls to be open, or sorry, not 5 walls to be open, 4 walls to be open. I can't formulate this. 2 hatches and 2 walls. There we go. Because you want church and you want both hatches, of course. Maybe even 3rd hatch if you want to go blue. But Dab getting very nice pick to HB here, finishing off his roam. Your dreams of being Canadian, roam my friend online. I think very possibly just 5 him. I hate to steal that line from you, and it only happened like 2 rounds ago. But goddamn, I really love that. Oh, all alone. Lone soldier on the east that can't really be able to get anything done with this. Still lurking around, reminding the attacks of his presence every now and again, firing up a few shots, but he's falling back into a safe position. Now Pele looking for some picks here. Doesn't look like he'll be able to find any. Just waiting for the drones.
Bomb located by attackers.
Still kind of paranoid about the egg, possibly creeping around, like dropping down from the hatch. God damn, kid really wants to be an entry faggot, doesn't he? Some picks here still. Doesn't look like he'll be able to find any. Oh, he is the egg, so we know that the room is clear, but god damn, what a shot from Pap here. The SMG-11 has really been a force to be reckoned with over the last few games on Mitchell. Quickly responding with a kill onto Tokin in absolute control. Now, let's see the Magic Man do his magical work. Will he be able to get the pick on Bandit? No, he won't, but we'll start the Magic Man. Never mind. No damage to the Bandit.
Recovered the bomb
I mean, around 25 damage. The Bandit is swinging, unfortunately getting Sophia down. Oh, now with a double kill, but on 1 versus 3.
He's gonna fall free! Oh my god!
God damn!
Oh my god!
Absolutely
This man is unstoppable.
God damn. We thought White Knights were Pokemon. I mean, sorry, we thought White Knights were powerless, but here we have Knight just absolutely mopping the floor with I'm Not With The Boys. I'm sure the tier 3 donations to Pokemon paid off very well here. I'm sure Pokemon is going to get a bit flirty with him after that. That was a beautiful play from the man. God damn, Knight, you absolute legend. And now 2-4. Now, Will, I have to hand the mic over to you, my friends.
So, that was looking very in favour of the defenders. I mean, of the attackers, sorry. It seems like they had quite a lot of... Actually, then again, I feel like that Maverick getting small peak was like what went wrong with that round. They lost the huge player, which is the Maverick. So meant you couldn't get dark control. They had to push through hatches instead, and gunfights being lost as well. And I'm not sure what that's I found in the chat, but anyway, it is now on the boys' turn to attack. And the scoreline is very similar to how it was on a theme park. It was instead 5-1 to on the boys, but again, very similar situations. Zoorig are very close to match point, and they're going to want to finish this off as fast as they can. There's only 2 rounds in it, really. So, we look to see how they're going to respond as they are 2 rounds down. They are now defending with the castle strat as well. They're not going to hold land, just what you normally see with a castle, so they're going to be using it for a bit more of an aggressive CC hold. As they're gonna, actually, I eat my words as they now go to barricade off stock and bar. And obviously the Eagle actually run downstairs. Zoorig is just on a mission to get his way as fast as possible. And he's just going to be hiding down there. I feel like Alex did actually on AG, who's known for just hiding in basements and coming out the last second. So now we're going to see Pab's turn at Maverick, which is see how well he does. He's actually going to be repelling instead. Different technique. We'll see how this one turns out. He's going to get half the wall. He looks to get the second. But already the Ash actually and the Jack actually going to push it together, going to get very aggressive. And she's silent. They actually don't know. You get maybe a freebie. He can just push it to sight if he's fast enough. Which he is. He's going to get one on the Jaeger. Going to get one onto the castle as well. He's in sight. He's just in CC somehow. Then Jack on the follow-up as well. Going to get the mute. And now suddenly it's all gone wrong. That's the perfect entry of what was the Jackal. The Ash, sorry. And the plant's going down. No! What went wrong? And now they have to do a retake onto the site, which is basically going to be near to impossible. Something's going to happen. But again, he's stuck in garage. It's going to be a very hard to possible defense. But he's actually going to swing. Not going to do anything, but he's actually taking it out as well. With a pistol only. Actually going to see him. Actually going to run through and take out the one Mai, but...
Oh damn, what was that?
Token just...
Okay, just exploited the situation perfectly. Like the crude but effective Vinceman he is. God damn, that was a beautiful play from him. Just walking silently like the Ash. You know, like the typical Ash, just crouch walking.
Yes, we were saying it's a classic crouch walking Ash, but again, it's working. We're not throwing shade. A great play, a great read to realize that okay, they're all focused on the breach. Why not just me and Jekyll go back side? Let's not like. I was thinking they didn't actually make any noise. They were silent, completely silent in the push. They didn't want to make disturbance. They wanted to shoot any mute jammers. They just wanted to get to site as fast as possible. And like they said, catch the entire defense off guard.
I mean that was a 10 out of 10 Ash. That was 10 out of 10 Ash ranked play. So it's interesting to see it in a bit of a higher level of play. No,
I would call that more smart than a rank play.
I mean, it's a smart rank play. It's the kind of play that Striker like, you know, sneak around the map and strike for the last second. You see unaware ranked players. You know, you have the 8th round, and it looks like the season from the Woods once more. The question is, will they have the back turns once more? I wouldn't expect so, and I wouldn't expect Zoorig to rank in the same play that he made last round. So this might be a bit more balanced this time. Without such a surprise factor. It looks like the same hold on lounge as we've seen from the last season. Actually, I believe it was. So, that's pretty standard. Nothing new.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
The board this time, looking for some vertical picks onto the flank this time. So change the strategy as they go, as they roll. Improvising off the top, but it looks like the box actually used to open the breach as well, except there's a fear this time, so it looks like they're focused a bit more on clearing angles and a bit less on direct kills. I mean, to be fair though, Clark can still be a menace, but Zoorig sneaking around the map, getting himself into a beautiful position. The question is, will he break him across the barricade or will he not? Trying to make us live noise. There's little he can do in this situation, but he's already in lounge, and lounge control is indeed for the attackers. But the question is, where is the castle? Where is the depth holding from? Can you just check where depth is? Because I think he's right on the mind. Just throwing down 2 castle barricades and leaving the lobby completely open for the attackers. Questionable waste of utility. Now Mitchell getting a very nice pick onto Toki and punishing him for the very aggressive play. Now 5 vs 4 situation here, but the breach is indeed open. The bird doesn't look like to go for any kind of vertical, which would probably be the biggest impact he can make on this round, especially with the stocks. With the stocks, you're actually being casted off. It's a beautiful situation to actually go for some very free vertical without being punished for it, unless a run out does happen. But I doubt it will run out through the breach. Panicking quite a bit, but his team is already there to support him. The question is, will the Jack be able to get any picks him? Now the Buck indeed going for the vertical play. We're getting punished with quite a lot of HP. No, never mind. Mitchell with guns can't rely, getting a double kill. Banking on the ace, but doesn't look like he'll be able to. Jackal dies to Nightmare. I mean, to Ricky, sorry. Now I am. Will, can you just take this over to them?
Okay, so
on my words.
No worries. So in a 2v4 right now, we saw the Jackal push straight to side, and actually the music is down, leaving it in a 3v2. But not gonna see the kill confirmed. The damage has been done. They now have full cash control. But with Pab also outside breach, they're now going to have to face as many 1v1s as possible. We're not actually okay. We're actually gonna see Pab push straight to not inside. Actually, we're gonna see him out of the breach. He's gonna jump in. He's gonna be hurt. He's actually spotted the ones. He's gonna take him out on rafters, leaving HB in a 1v3 for his team to match points. Chival's going to be tossed, not going to hit as the band is now going to be forced to move. Here's a fuse though, it's rough saying. But Wamai is going to see him through the gouge after a decapitation.
Good night, my friend. That was a beautiful shot.
Oh,
The sweet lullaby of the A2 singing Thermite to sleep. That was quite the beauty to watch. And now we're moving on to the 9th round with a 5-3 lead for Zoorig here. So this might actually be a draw, I believe. Well, actually, I don't know how the league works. Does it
so
win
yeah, it's
by
best of 2.
round 1, or does it win? But I know it's best of 2, but do you count it by round 1, or do you count it just by like one match?
So
Doesn't matter what the round score was.
the round score will go into it. So if both teams have the same points, but one team has more rounds for, they'll win because obviously they've won more than the team that hasn't. So now gonna look to see what the boys can get back into it as they just won the last round.
Protect your bombs from being defused by
Like I want to see their downstairs strat. It looks to be a very trap with the Doc and the Valkyrie, and we see this block, but Zoorig not running any IQ. Instead opting to run the Jackal, which is normally what you see the IQ player playing.
To be frank, Jackal has been quite the menace around this game, so actually ditch IQ for that. Obviously, IQ is immensely powerful, but it's not a necessity.
It's the Dog, which is an interesting pick here, as you don't normally see him a lot.
5 seconds to insertion.
So, it feels quite like to get those flashy plays. I mean,
Attackers are moving out to
the question
locate a
is,
bomb.
will he have the gun skills to pull him off? I mean, we've seen him hit some very nice shots, but as of recent, it's been a bit quiet. Although it might only be the quiet before the storm.
So, as we get around, we're going to see it looks to be a top-down clear. Let's open up cash. Again, both teams are opting to use a Roma, with Mitchell playing a bit more aggressive onto the stairs. So he's going to look to play and try and catch an attacker off guard, as that's not really a normal... No, he's going to fall back. Not worth the risk. As they've now given up the entire top floor and middle floor to the attackers. As they just want to make sure they keep their men alive for when the push happens. So as we get into it, we're going to see... Okay, just a bit of a stalemate. As we actually can see Jackal, sorry, if I'm out in dirt already, that's my bad. He's going to open it up, meaning they have more of a line of sight. It looks to be they're going to do a kitchen, hatch take, and
Bomb located by
a dirt take. But again, this is actually going to come very in handy because he can hold the long angle really well onto dirt. So he's going to be droned. Now it's really up to the Floodlight to see if he can get a pick. He's actually going to get a bit more aggressive. But now he's going to come with it as he's going to wait for his team. As he's going to probably wait for the Hibana, just to see. He's actually going to claim more off dirt, and looks like he's going to fall back as he does not want to risk it. As now we're going to see. Actually, sorry. He's actually going to get aggressive, and he's going to get decapitated by dirt. Never pick a dog. Dogs are not known for missing their shots, as we now see Immature going to come out, but not going to connect, meaning Kishnach is now open, but no one in dirt. So the push that they were trying to do is just falling apart, unless they can afford to put someone into dirt, which we'll see the Buck. Yep, the Buck's going to now rotate round. But again, it's not like it's going to be easier now, as the plan they needed to go down dirt is dead, as he pushed a bit too early. And the fuse is actually going to be in the doorway as well, so it's not really an ideal spot either. But maybe he can catch a Doc here off guard. He's actually Doc's going to light up and actually do enough damage, but the Astro from the back seems to be a very standard thing to do. It's just going to get one in. Blue, but getting turreted off by the Valk. A great refrag there, leaving it in a 3v4. The Hibana, Jackal, and Buck. With the Jackal in dirt. And Moto is going to be seen by the Valkyrie, but again, the Valkyrie's just not going to swing this. She's going to be Jackal pinged. It's not really going to make a difference in the long run, as he probably knew he was there. So Buck's going to get more aggressive onto dirt. No, he's going to push around. Buck's actually going to hit some shots. He's going to kill down the Jackal, leaving just the Hibana going to refrag. But the refrag, and the Older just going to work right now on both attackers, leaving it a 1v3 as Buck gets one more. But the Older, what can you do? It just goes to work.
It's really a monster on the battlefield of the Rainbow Six Siege. Not the most fun guy to play against, to be fair, in a very wallbang oriented game. compared to most other games, I mean, 80 bullets is quite effective, especially when you can track your enemies and you know roughly where they are. You can just go through the wall, and it's a little they can do. Now we see the castle once more, so it looks like a pretty standard gym hold, albeit, albeit. I'm not with the boys dropping the mirror for Wamai, which I would question the decision of because mirror can just be so incredibly strong if played right on this bomb site. But hey, each to their own.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
Yeah, it
as
looks
they
like a pretty
can.
standard setup, and not only tap a Maverick, but no Sophia, no Spark. Maybe the Ash will want to do that, going to shoot the bandit rather than just that's just extra effort. Let's jump this time to do. It takes a split second to do. Now, instead, probably looking to get some kills, following the example of the Kobe from the last half. Was a beautiful name, by the way. No, so on the bandages, I mean, so is very flexible player, so it's not surprising to see him on the flexible indeed.
10 seconds.
I'm curious to see how well he can man the trick this, although it's pretty hard to man the trick against the Maverick.
5 seconds to
There
go.
are some Wunder C4s that he can hit. I believe if you do it right above the
Attackers'
Maverick,
objective is to locate
right
a
above the
bomb and
Maverick hole,
defuse
you
it.
can just about clip the Maverick wheel.
But it's electric, by the way, so.
Yeah, I know,
I
they will
mind.
have to shoot a bandit trick.
But hold on.
Bandit battery first in order to do that.
Do we already that spot you can do in dirt, maybe?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see it.
Oh no.
Mitchell
Mitchell
gonna.
gonna go for the punch hole. He's gonna go for it. It's either a punch hole or a bullet hole. Do a bullet hole. Oh, come on.
He's
Mitchell
done
made it 10 times
he's
more.
done it on the wrong side now, which. Let's just hope he does not get pre-fired, as it only tends to work. So hold on a second, he is so close. No, he got it. Oh, he is! Oh my God! Oh, you're sorry, pal. Just taking the steal away from you.
Yeah, you are taken away from me. I was gonna let you roll because God damn, that was a beautiful moment. I mean, Mitchell hits those headshots and he hits those headshots very consistently, so it's not a surprise, but it's fucking lovely when you see it. Now it looks like a bit of a stalemate once more. Looks like full fucking control, but now Mitchell on a roll, getting 2 kills. Looking to turn this around for his team now with 3 vs 5 situation. 2 very important frags, and Token is not very happy about that one. Non-surprisingly, Mitchell playing like a true ranked monkey, running out and running in and weaving in and out of bullets, weaving in and out of gunfire, and looking for the run out
Defender is
once more.
approaching a kill
He
zone.
wants to do it. He
Defender
wants
has been
that
discovered.
Token man and gold and getting it. No, he won't. What a close gunfight that was. But living on like 10 health. God damn, that would have been like a clip for sure. Mitchell just steamrolling the attack up to that point, but now it's leveled out, 3 vs 3 situation. But on the disadvantage with HP, and nothing to clear the bandit battery, so they will have to abandon that wall.
Bomb located by attackers.
Pardon me after yawn, but
Bomb
unfortunately a
diffuser has been
prone
dropped.
peak does not work out. Counterfight with fire.
Attackers have
Pengu
located
versus
a bomb.
Gogo with a prone peak and master going at each other. Now a double kill with a nade. Looking very balanced. No, in a 1v2 situation. Unfortunately missing his gunfights in castle. Getting a very smooth kill on him. Not a very smooth action, it was just body shots. But hey ho, you have to put something in there. You have to put some meat into the cast. Even if that meat is vegan. I mean, overall, a very close game. 5-5. I mean, we've seen the pattern go on and on again. So even if Zoorig wins this, they might actually draw it or even lose it based on the rounds won and rounds lost. So this is still very close.
So Mitchell, that shot, I feel like won them the round there because if you know, as soon as he got that kill, they all shifted into bedroom and Cash didn't even try and hold construction. It wasn't even worth their time, as they didn't need to worry about the other side of the push. So they could just chill, pull back, and just bunker up, which worked in the end, but it got a bit closer than I thought it would be. But Mitchell, that shot, that was one of the nicest I've seen. As it wasn't really a water, this one was spray, and just
Defenders protect
the
the bomb.
chances of Maverick, his head was so small there. I could barely see it.
Really relies on his aim and relies on his aim very well. I'll sound like a broken record at this point, but Mitchell just one of those players who can just hit those headshots so consistently. Something human. I mean, we can see him currently 9-3 with a 3 KD ratio. Pretty impressive, especially in the league. You know, this is no ordinary ranking.
10 seconds to go.
Obviously compared to other players, I mean, they're like a
Moving out to locate a bomb and
God damn,
defuse
they're like a candle flame compared to a bonfire.
But
With their skill, but it's still much better than your average top-ranked player.
as we go into it, we're going to see this be a big split push with the Ash Jackal combo that we saw last time, which was very effective in split pushing. As we saw the Ash take sight and just kill everyone, which happened last time. So
it. Bomb located by attackers.
Mario's going to start his Mario tricking as he goes to open up the wall and open breach. So a different kind of technique, but still the same. So we now see Ash again. We're going to walk into bedroom. We're going to be Joan this time, so we're going to take a bit more caution. Just be Joan. But again, Jackal just doesn't even care anymore. Just gets stuck in a hole in the wall. And actually a nice early kill from the Buck, who I think was actually holding the... yeah, so he was holding the Maverick. That's a huge class. Vertical play out the window.
And it's not only that, it's now either Nye or Rotating after Rotating to actually get a free trophy, so this is actually just a huge pick. Unless, of course, Nye decides to waste pretty much half of his ammunition to open that wall to
A
shoot
bomb
it
has been
out.
located.
So this is a massive, like a huge...
And now they can't get wall open now, actually. As he's gonna try and nade him, he's gonna nade himself a bit.
I disagree with you. They can still get the wall open even without using the nade. You can just shoot the hinges off for the soft wall, but it takes a bloody large amount of ammo. Mario doesn't really have a lot of it. I don't think they will decide to abandon that wall, focusing on a construction job instead.
But Valtry's gonna come out by looks of it, as we're gonna see them try, but actually it's Ash just dropped by accident. They've just dropped by accident by looks of it. Oh no, sorry, they dropped below. They're gonna not actually hit the bandit though, as they got the wrong wall. But now the bandit on red stairs, and well, Mitchell as well, the deadly combo, gonna try and see if they can pick off one. As the Ash is now dead, Ash is gonna swing, and Mitchell's gonna take another victim, and Jackal's gonna have a go this time as well. But Mitchell's gonna get away as Jackal missing some shots. So Solito's gonna kill off the Maverick, and now leaving Jackal and Thermite in a 1-2v5, sorry. To get another situation to be in. They're finally gonna get one of them again. The pre-fire gonna come out. The trade. Jackal's gonna get the Jaeger. And then Salt is gonna run down red stairs and instantly trade, leaving Thermite in the 1v4 with half HP. He's gonna see the Wamai, but Wamai is gonna take him out, and we go to match points for I'm Not With The Boys. So, a really good round there. I'm Not The Boys.
Looks like some quite unfortunate reactions in the chat there, and Token getting quite angry. Although, I mean, tilt is just something that you have to deal with, especially as an Ash main. You get tilted quite easily. At least from personal experience, although to be fair, I'm not the most stable of minds. At least I wasn't when I used to play Siege 24/7. Now we see 6-5 match point for I'm Not With The Boys. They've turned this around. They've turned the match up on their head, and the question is, will they be able to get that last clutch round? Well, we're back into the position that we were last game. I'm Not With The Boys with a 1-round lead on match point. It's just this one round that Zoorig have to win. And they have to be very, very tight
Defenders,
with their
protect your bombs from being
strategies here.
defused by attackers.
Still,
So, Soto's actually going to be taken off the dock now. You know, he's had his time. It's now Adept's turn.
I mean, you just have to give a try to frag, you know. I mean, Doc is quite powerful. You know, he gets quite a lot of engagement early in the round in that position, so I'm not surprised. You know, Adapt. Just a bit up a bit, you know, 7-2 is not good enough for him. You know, Soul's not going to be a fucking frag of me, at least from what I can tell. And Adept really just wants that juicy KD, I'm sure he does.
10 seconds left.
So, really switched off there.
5 seconds to go.
Whoa.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
This could be a massive disappointment or a massive. It's either a massive upset or a huge win. It's either way. It's going to be it's going to be very entertaining to watch. I mean, my voice is too calm for the for how tense I feel in my body. Potentially, my monster is just insane. But it looks like another split push. No, Nye and Token are very good friends. So they really like to play together on the flank. Token, of course, the first entry, but they don't seem to really like drones that much though. With no kind of drone support, Token just being a true CS style entry fragger, with pretty much being a ragdoll, just there for information, like almost like a drone is in this game now. Apologies, I need to take a yawn, and we'll just take this over because.
Alright, so we're gonna see Farmer take out quite early as we saw last time, but a great kill there onto the and now Valkyrie's gonna ping as she was about to flank, so a ruined flank there. Just push back down blue. And see what's gonna come out, it's gonna miss. But now we see more people stacking dirt as they realize it's actually not a viable option. The Grain's gonna come out down the dock, but again it is the dock, so it's not gonna be that bad. The second Grain's prepped as well. Dock's gonna rotate around, and he's gonna cancel the nade mid suggestion, so he's gonna be onto that. And now we see the Jackal pushing down blue. Just gonna come out as Jackal gets pinged on the camera. We see the Bash again silently walking into up down mid stairs, gonna get one onto the Maestro, and Dog doesn't know. It's everyone silent. As Valk's gonna get one onto the Jackal, a great kill there as now. She has to fall back. The plant's going down and no one knows about it. As one against one, leaving it in 2v3 as we see Mitchell actually get one with the Deagle as well. So we're on main stairs. But they're here gonna come for a nice shot there. But again, they are all in sight, so it's gonna be a full-on blood as it looks to be. But gonna try and get around. Actually gonna be successful. Hiding. Gonna get one. Not gonna get the second, and it goes. We go to overtime. As Zoorig fight back, not willing to let go just yet. As we see how this one will be going. 6-6. Did you expect this to happen, Power? Power's not here. I'm just talking to no one anymore.
Right, I'm back from the undeaf, and I just realised my mic was far too quiet. So you can barely hear me throughout the whole stream, which I apologise for, but goddamn well, I swear we had this problem before. And it's still not been aided. So
how about this? That's hopefully loud enough.
I did that again.
Right, well, 6-6. Zoorig have brought this back now into overtime. I believe now they have 2 rounds leeway on this game, so this could be either a double-edged sword or indeed be the thing that brings them back.
Attackers
And
need to
possibly
locate and
even
defuse as many bombs as
a
they
win
can.
against the boys. So a draw overall. Now, pretty sound set up to stop on the board. Looking to really get a cheeky shots with the Jaeger. Hopefully we'll see some of that. I mean, I was quite a fan of playing Doc and Raptor when I used to play competitive. But to be fair, I was absolutely dope at the game, so my word has nothing to do with any kind of strat making or anything like that now. Ricky really flexing on us that he can control Doc's recall. God damn, that is quite a beast to handle, especially as it's, you know, it's almost as bad as Bandits and Seven. Absolutely uncontrollable. Plays around like a fish out in the open.
5 seconds to
That's
insertion.
why I use that one, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Because let's be real, my memory is about as short as goldfish, which ironically is about 3 months. But let's not talk about that. Now it looks like a east side take, so it doesn't look like that. It will buddy up from the outside. No, never mind. It is again what they are going to be doing. Jackal and Ash in a prime position once more. Well, they will be in a prime position rather, or I hope they will be in a prime position. Now we see punch holes coming out, I believe, around Jim. And then man, Toki going out from below. It's like a bottom up take. Possibly, I mean, nothing really going on here right now. It's pretty calm before the storm. I've said this like multiple times today, but it's just such a convenient line to use. Now Mitchell holding the angle, playing from the basement like a true Jaeger main would, but it doesn't look like it will be contested at all from the blue window. So looking to push up, getting some more picks or opportunities for picks here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
But it looks like nothing will yield from that. It's like a dry crop this day. But maybe later, maybe some rain will down the court soon for the man to get the kills that he needs. But it does look like still a stalemate. But Token getting shut off
But a very quick refrag by Knight, and there it is now. A 4 vs 4 situation once more. The balance has been installed. The pendulum has swung, and now the question is, will it swing back? I'm there with the boys because now HB getting another pick. No, never mind. Knight getting another one. 2 vs 4 situation. The pendulum swinging back slowly with Mitchell getting a pick. Now leveling it out to 2 versus 3. But now Rick is still in a very strong position, but unfortunately, come on, how do you let that kill slip? Or I believe that kill slip. I don't know. I am as blind as a mole rat, but I thought he saw that thermite. Now ping's coming out. Mitchell looking to get some pigs from below, but it doesn't look like anything will yield from that. But now Ricky looking to push up a bit. Now this angle could be quite devastating, but no. Looks like Mitchell will be pressured by the Buck, but the Buck narrowly surviving that, and Mitchell missing his shots, but HP getting the plant down. That's really devastating. But the Maverick getting not showing his head, and unfortunately Mitchell getting taken out by Burt now in a 1 vs 3 situation. There's little the Doc can do despite his valiant efforts. You know, just too much.
So if the Doc had pre-fired a millimeter more to his left, he would have headshot the.
That was pretty depressing, I must say.
Zoorig showing that you can take us to overtime. We'll take you to overtime and we'll win. And now Zoorig on match point, overtime match point.
I mean, this is the win that we want to see,
and
because
they are
let's be
defending.
real here. We're rooting for the underdog stage, or at least I am. I want Zoorig to win because I've developed a little pet love for this team. I mean, just it's the typical underdog story. They played pretty poorly, I must say, at the beginning of the first map, but they really haven't managed to recoup it, and recoup it they will, because I believe if they win this round, that will be GG, and they will need to get a draw for the whole league, I believe it is, or at least in a very strong position to get a draw for the whole league. But it looks like once more a season to be. It looks like the preferred site for both teams. Although to be frank, I believe they did better. Both teams they did better on basement, so maybe that will be something to consider. Now my favorite little camera, but I fucking love you. I love when people do this camera. I mean, it seems to fade it out into obscurity recently. But also I believe I'm stealing your airtime, Will. This is actually your round.
So.
Zoorig now in the driver's seat. They are round up. But it's I'm on the board. I'm not to underestimate. They are still in this. But rather than that Zoorig actually have won the attacking round, which they need to win. They've won hardly any of their attacking rounds, but the one they do win is in overtime. So what are the chances of that? And that's going to put big pressure on the boys, as they are now going to look to see if they can pull something out the bag.
Put the rabbit out of the hat, as they say.
So we're gonna see. Oh, Hibana just gonna narrowly miss the Jaeger as he's playing behind the box. Actually gonna miss the drone. And the small people are gonna come out again. We're gonna see something very similar. As Mo's gonna get the breach open. It's now gonna be opened. I'm gonna run out. No! Critical timing. You can't do that, HB. You can't do that. And that's Mitchell off the board. That's.
I mean, they're most common player.
What is that breach?
Like a ghost in the fog.
But that is one of the biggest kills of this round. As now, one of the boys have to win a 4v5. They still don't have a lot of presence. As now we see HB going again for the aggressive play, as he knows one's in stock. Yes, we are. He's gonna slap Solito's down. You can see Zofia. Gonna get another one. You can't shoot or kill. No, HB going off in the last round. Not today. Okay, but I was gonna see, but again, get a nice little kill there. As we're gonna see now, HB. You get the nomad. No way. As he actually, if he plays his cards right, he's actually gonna run out. He gets the Ebola, but his run's gonna be cut short. And now suddenly, that may not have been the smartest move. As even though it's a 3v5, there's a lot of time left, and there's no C4. But again, with the Miser still alive, it's not gonna be easy. As now they're just gonna hold angles and not peek. They don't need to. Yep.
I have to correct you on the thing. There is not no C4. There is still 2 C4s in place, so there's quite a lot of pressure on attackers. But admittedly, without the Roma, a lot of that pressure is
So,
taken off.
Master's going to swing. Not the best name, but no HP is going to be given, as it seems to be. Oh no, the breach is glitched! It's glitched!
Oh, you hate to see it.
They can't get through.
And you can't even rehost now, can you?
Oh, too much happened around. It's an unfortunate way to, to almost lose. There is a possibility that they could bring this back if they play the card. If they just do something, they stop focusing on that one breach. There's nothing they can do about it.
As their competence like Master's going to take out as his minus swings, leaving Richie in a 1v3 to win, to bring his team to overtime. No one can demand it, his man's going to take him out, and that's GG Zoorig.
God, you hate to see the glitch breach coming in clutch for Zoorig there. It feels like
Well, I don't know. No, to be fair to Zoorig, they had that round,
they had it, but it
was unfortunate.
I know the boys would have had. They still had
a better chance, a better chance. But fair to Zoorig, they won their gunfights and HP popping off.
Yeah,
Last
HB's
round.
absolutely sweeping the floor last round. That was beautiful. The headshots just rolling in. Bowler would indeed be proud. Nay, Shiker would be proud. The hacks. The 4-4-4-4 spying, my friends. That is what we've seen on the last round. Just activating God mode. And that is the finale of Play Day 4, my friends.
Give us a couple of seconds and we'll get one of the Zoorig players in for an interview. So we're back in a couple of seconds. Welcome back, guys. We're now joined with HB, the Mozzie that popped off last round. So, how did it feel last round?
Oh, the adrenaline rush when I was just seeing everyone. I was popping people's heads, man. It was fucking great. I honestly loved it. The adrenaline was going through me. I was just killing everyone.
So Shaiko would indeed be proud of that moment, spamming the 4 key. Didn't need work out on that last round quite well. Hopefully Moss wasn't activated.
So we'll go back to the first game. So obviously that didn't really go in your favour. It looked like the boys got a good start, and it felt like you got a hold, but at the end of the day, a 5-1 lead is still a 5-1 lead, and it's quite hard to come back from that.
Yeah, our main problem was that we actually didn't fully dry run theme park. We were really hoping in that they picked. I think the map was like
It was
cafe. I think.
yeah, it was cafe, theme park, and club in the last 3.
Yeah, we were really hoping that they went cafe there, but sadly they picked theme park, and we kind of had to wing it on attacks because we didn't dry run properly through attacks. But as soon as we started to get like the drift of it on defense, and we won one attack, it started to go in our favor. But the lead was too much on them. They got us in that game.
So then obviously you went defense on Clubhouse, and you went 4-2 up, which is still a lead, and it looked like you were in the driving seat this time, and then suddenly, the boys started creeping back. But like, how did it feel like knowing that you were so close? Yeah, like they were on your heels as well.
It was like when we went straight to attack, we knew exactly what we were doing. You know, we were ready, we were prepared, and we just slowly started to throw a couple of rounds, get unlucky with some wall bangs, and it just momentum started to drop down. So we got to bring that back up, and just I was saying the morale's got to kick up. You know, we're feeling really hyped. We're getting some goals, well not goals, sorry, we're getting some rounds on them, and it was really good. But then we started to throw a bit, so it's mixed emotions in that game. It was up and down and up and down.
And then
Well,
yeah, all yours, pal.
Could I ask you how your team morale was in the first game? Because I mean, the first game, looked like quite a bit of an upset actually. So close, but unfortunately losing it. So how did you feel after that? How did your team feel after that game?
As soon as we were on an attack, we just had to get them 6 rounds out of the way. Everyone was giving up on attack. It was bad. The morale really hit us. So we just had to get them 6 rounds and a fresh start on defense. And I think it worked, but it was bad. We were all got our heads down. We're all missing simple shots, and morale just wasn't there.
So we'll take you back to then. Obviously, the second to last round. So on Clubhouse, you won more of your defenses, and you didn't win a lot of your attacking. Then on overtime, you smashed your attack, and that was like, did that feel like, okay, we're in to win this now? This is it.
The second that we just, for some reason, something clicked. We countered everything that they were doing. We had I think it was Jaeger that killed us twice from below when we were attacking CC. So all right, let's send our best player hunt him. And we just started countering everything we're doing. As soon as that clicked together and everyone was picking off the kills and everyone was playing for trade, and it was just all perfect, honestly. We knew we were going to win. The second we got, I think, the first 2 kills, and it was a 5v3, we're like, yeah, we've won this game. The whole entire game. It was great, honestly. I loved it.
So, Pal, any more questions from you? Or...
Well, my question is, how the hell do I become striker, my friend? Because that was fucking beautiful. I've been playing this game for a long time. Admittedly, I've took a long break. I'm not really looking forward to play Siege again. But how if I want to get back in this game, or like any advice for people who, have poor kind of consistency or have poor attitude mid game? Because as you said, your team morale was very low at the start of the or at the end of theme park. So how did he manage to turn that around and ultimately turn the boat around and sail for the Treasure Island?
The main thing is, for me, with morale, you got to have that one hype man. Even though it sounds really bad, you got to have that guy. One person's doing bad, he's 0 and 5. The second he gets 1 kill, you got to hype him up. You got to, pick him up and say, that was a game-winning kill. And just mentally, just play with your teammates. Make sure that they're fully in it and they're fully committed and they think that they're doing good and they think they're all right. Because if someone's like saying, oh, I'm doing bad this game, I'm not helping the team, if that mindset goes on, it'll go on for the whole maps. It would have went on for Clubhouse, but it's changing that. And the second you change that, and the second the players feel more confident, that's when you start winning these rounds. It's honestly, it's great. And for coming back into the game, don't be a ranked player.
Well, thank you very much for joining us for the interview, and thank you very much for you guys watching. And we'll see you next game. Thank you very much.